Okay, another day on the page. Today is week 48, getting to end of the year soon. Year has 52 weeks. Today is week 48 and day 7, which is Sunday. So you're gonna read another page from the dictionary. It's page 61, and hopefully some interesting words today. Somebody who just came across it unexpectedly, made a mistake, clicked the link. This is my activity that I try to do every day, and I read one page from the dictionary in order to expand my vocabulary, practice pronunciation, and practice my brain. Because reading dictionary and learning new words is probably the best way of training a mind, because we think in words. It's pretty deep, isn't it? Okay, apostate. An apostate is someone who has abandoned their religious faith, political loyalties, or principles. Apostle. The apostles were the followers of Jesus Christ who went from place to place telling people about him and trying to persuade them to become Christians. Yeah, choice of words is amazing in this dictionary. It's so funny. It's like some far leftist writes some definitions, and a person who is fairly conservative writes the other definitions. An apostle of a particular philosophy, policy, or cause is someone who strongly believes in it and works hard to promote it. Her mother was a dedicated apostle of healthy eating. It's funny, but the real meaning of apostle is definitely not here. There's such a shitty dictionary, it's unbelievable. Apostolic. Apostolic means belonging or relating to a Christian religion, religious leader, especially the Pope. The work would be done by an apostolic administrator appointed by Rome. Apostolic means belonging or relating to the early followers of Christ and to their teaching. And this is the second meaning. So the main meaning is actually the second meaning. A very good dictionary. He saw his vocation as one of the prayer and apostolic work. Apostolic work and apostolic work. Apostrophe. An apostrophe is the mark, like this, when it is written to indicate that one of or more letters have been left out of a word, as in isn't, and well, it is also added to nouns to form possessive, as in Mike's car. Oh, alright. Apothecary. An apothecary was a person who prepared medicines for people. Apothecary. Apotheosis. If someone is the apotheosis of something else, it is an ideal or typical example of it. Oh, that's a cool word, apotheosis. Apotheosis. The Oriental in Bangkok is the apotheosis of the Grand Hotel. If you describe an event or time as someone's apotheosis, you mean it was the high point in their career or their life. App. An app is a computer program that is written and designed for a specific purpose, computing. A basic picture editing app. An app is a computer program that is designed for use on a mobile digital device. The company recently launched a free phone app that translates conversations while you speak. Appall. If something appalls you, it disgusts you because it seems so bad or unpleasant. His ignorance appalls me. Appalled. If you are appalled by something, you are shocked or disgusted because it is so bad or unpleasant. We are appalled that such items are still on sale. Appalling. Something that is appalling is so bad or unpleasant that it shocks you. They have been living under the most appalling conditions for 2 months, appallingly. He says that he understands why they behaved so appallingly. He can use appalling to emphasize that something is very great or severe. I developed an appalling headache. It's been an appallingly busy morning. Apparatchik. An apparatchik is someone who works for a government or a political party and who obeys orders. What a word! Apparatchik. That's so funny. It's like a formal disapproval. Apparatchik. Apparatus. An apparatus is an organization or system, is its structure and method of operation. For many years, the country had been buried under the apparatus of the regime. Apparatus is the equipment such as tools or machines which is used to do a particular job or activity. One of the boys had to be rescued by firefighters wearing breathing apparatus. Apparel. Apparel means clothes, especially formal clothes worn on an important occasion. Oh, I had a fantastic idea. I have to write it down. Cool. Apparel means clothes, especially formal clothes worn on an important occasion. An apparent situation, quality or feeling seems to exist, although you cannot be certain that it does exist. I was a bit depressed by our apparent lack of progress. If something is apparent to you, it is clear and obviously to you. It has been apparent that in other areas standards have held up well. If you say that something happens for no apparent reason, you cannot understand why it happens. The person may become dizzy or for no apparent reason. Apparently. Use apparently to indicate that the information you are giving is something that you have heard, but you are not certain that it is true. Vagueness. Oil prices fell this week apparently because of overproduction. Use apparently to refer to something that seems to be true, although you are not sure whether it is or not. Well, it's the same definition as before, right? Oh, so this is adverb. The recent deterioration has been caused by an apparently endless recession. Synonyms. Apparently, seemingly. He is a man with a seemingly not an ounce of malice in him. Outwardly. This looked like the beginning of a terrific program. Ostensibly. He gave an interview ostensibly to talk about the economy. Apparition. An apparition is someone who you see or thing you see. So apparition. An apparition is someone you see or thing you see, but who is not really there as a physical being. Oh, that would be a good spot for an example sentence. Apparition. So like a apparition is someone. So it must. Does it have to be a person? Or what if it's a cat? Is it still apparition? Yeah, one of the crappiest dictionaries. Not that I've seen too many, but this is pretty abysmal. Appeal. Appeal. Only useful for pronunciation, this dictionary. And it's also, I like the contrast of blue and black. It's pretty cool. The rest, horrible. If you appeal to someone to do something, you make a serious and urgent request to them. Prime Minister appealed to young people to use their voice. He will appeal to the state for an extension of an unemployment benefits. The United Nations has appealed for help from the international community. An appeal is a serious and urgent request. Appeal, okay. Romania's government issued a last-minute appeal to him to call off his trip. An appeal is an attempt to raise money for charity or for good cause. An appeal to save a library containing priceless manuscripts. If you appeal to someone in authority against a decision, you formally ask them to change it. In British English, you appeal against something. In American English, you appeal something. Oh, okay. Appeal against. Appealing against. Appeal. Oh, okay. Something. Interesting. He said they would appeal against the decision. We intend to appeal the verdict. Maguire has appealed to the Supreme Court to stop the extradition. An appeal is a formal request for decision to be changed. Heath's appeal against the sentence was later successful. The jury agreed with her, but she lost the case on appeal. Also, court appeal. If something appeals you, you find it attractive or interesting. On the other hand, the idea of appeal to him. The appeal of something is quality that it has which people find attractive or interesting. Its new title was meant to give the party greater public appeal. Appeal. Beg. I begged to be allowed to leave. Request. They requested him to leave. Plead. The lady pleaded with her daughter to come back home. Implore. Opposition leaders this week implored the president to break the deadlock. Plea. An impassioned plea to mankind to act to save the planet. Call. There have been calls for a new kind of security arrangement. Request. Vietnam made an official request that the meeting be postponed. Appeal court. An appeal court is the same as a court appeal. Appealing. Someone or something that is appealing is pleasing and attractive. There is a sense of humor to what he did that I found very appealing. An appealing expression or tone of voice indicates to someone that you want to help, advice, or approval. She gave him a soft appealing look that would have melted solid ice. Cool, this is nearly done. Took ages as usual, which is fine. If you watched it, good for you.